All right. Ooh. It is burning in there. Some more on the rocks. Oh my God. Already at 2. What's up, my friends? David Moss Jr. here, and in this video, I'm gonna be unboxing, building, demoing, and reviewing the Sweat Tent Sauna. And I'm pretty stoked on this one, so let's get right into it. Before I begin, I do wanna say thank you to Sweat Tent for sending me the sauna to do an honest review on. I am gonna put a link in the description below for you to check out for yourself. There are gonna be a lot of options in this video that do not come with the standard sauna, so make sure to check those out as well. I am going to do something for us though. I am gonna time. This is something I'm always interested in. How long is it gonna take to go from box to setup? All right, ready to start? Let's go. So you want to hear something funny? I'm 99.999% sure I just put this entire thing together upside down or inside out. And I'm looking at this thing now and looking at pictures of this thing, and it's inside out. Step number 1 is, yeah, don't put it together inside out. Make sure it's not inside out. That's perfect. So the cool thing is, so they've got these extra insulated covers that you can put over the windows. Since I'm in Florida and I'm already sweating and it's not even on, I don't think I'm gonna need this right now. In the wintertime, maybe put them on, but it's kind of nice having that natural light, be able to see everything in there. So the tent's up. I'll be totally honest with you guys. I built it inside out at first when I was timing it, so I had to stop the timer. I was getting a little frustrated because I legitimately like took the poles out of where they were supposed to be because I'm like, oh, this doesn't seem right. And I put the entire thing together upside down, inside out, which didn't even think that was possible. And I'm looking at the thing, I'm like, man, all the components are on the outside. That doesn't seem right. It's not even holding it like steady. This isn't how a tent normally is. So I had to deconstruct the whole thing, sweating my tush off out here with the kids trying to help me, and re-put it back together. So I'll tell you, once I finally got everything where it needed to go, it doesn't take much time to put up once it's the right way. So don't make the same mistake I did. Make sure that the logo's on the outside, make sure that the components that hold the tent together are on the inside, and it'll go up a lot faster than it just went up for me. All right, so let's do a little tour. Got some beautiful windows to see out. The outside of the tent is constructed really nice. Now this material is rated for up to 300 degrees, which is great. Got some tie downs, so if you ever take this thing camping, you can anchor it to the ground. This is one door here. There's actually a lot of room in here, right, Say? Yeah. So the dimensions are 6 feet by 6 feet by 7 feet high. So I'm 6'1", I got plenty of room in here. I'll turn around and show you in a second. This is the stove. What's crazy is it's already hot in here. Like, it's already super hot in here just because it's Florida. Got a great view of the kids' above ground pool. You can see we got our cold plunges over there. So this is gonna be a great little recovery spot, and I'm excited to share this with my kids and my family and my friends and enjoy some great sweats. So this is another little window that you can actually take completely off. I'm gonna keep on because it's just the fence. Over here is another vent. I believe that's actually where the chimney will go. So I just gotta figure that out. That'll be the next step. There's another nice vent right here, just to let some fresh air in, fresh air out. I'm wondering if this is also another nice little vent. Beautiful. Oh, cool, and you just Velcro it to itself right there. Good job, buddy. So let some good air circulate through, because that is key. But super stoked on the construction of this now that I've got it upright. Now let's get the stove set up. And I told you guys that I would stand in here, like I'm gonna stand all the way against the wall. So at the farthest side, if you're standing up, obviously you hit your head, but in the middle, got a great amount of room there. So there's plenty of room in this thing for adults to get in. I'm gonna put the bench together. I'm gonna put the stove together, get this thing set up, and get, I'm already sweating, so this is gonna be incredible. Super incredible. Oh, I can just feel it already. Stoked. So the kid said there's one more thing in this box. Let me see. What could it be? Oh, what are you doing in there? Get out of the box, crazy boy. So the sweat tent is up, about to put together the stove. Kids are playing like crazy in the pool. It's hot. I'm about to jump in the cold plunge before I build the stove and fire this thing up. Fire the sauna up, buddy. Let's build this stove. It actually comes with a lot of cool stuff. Got 2 mittens here, sweat tent mittens. It's awesome. The bottom comes with a little fire poker puller, little tool. Wish I would have known this. This is why you should always open everything up and see what you have before you start trying to put it together. Came with a screwdriver, pretty nice. Looks like a couple little handles I'll put on there. Alright, so you just stack your chimneys. Just goes one inside the other. Stack these and go through the top.
I don't know if that's even.
Oh dear.
What in the world?
Perfect. Alright, so the stove is done. We're built. Chimney's installed. Steam rocks are on top. Got our little mittens there. So how it works is this is where you'll put your fire starter and your logs. Usually use between 3 and 4 logs. Dried hardwoods. Why? What do you think so far? Pretty cool?
Yeah.
The chimney is installed, goes through a poke hole here at the top, which is Velcroed on there. Also came with some sauna rocks so we can put some water on there, create a nice little steam, heat it up real nice. These mittens, this little wood poker, thermometer. It's already over 110 degrees in here, and that's without any fire. So this is gonna heat up real quick. A couple of the options I got is hardwood bench, sweat tent, sauna hat, ladle and pail for water for the rocks. Now let's go get some wood and season this tent up. Baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It is cooking. Oh my God. Already at 200 degrees in here. Woo! This is not like some fabricated review. It's been 15 minutes since I got the fire going. 15 minutes. And it's 200 degrees and it's hot. This phone isn't gonna last. Like, I like to do a lot of my videos on my phone because I work from my phone too, so it's very easy and convenient for me to do that. Holy smokes, it's hot in here. 215 minutes. Sweat tent, you guys are freaking awesome. This is amazing. It's so hot. And I haven't even put any water on the rocks. All right, so it's been 15 minutes since I got the fire started in the stove. And I saw some smoke coming out of the chimney. It's like to the point now where you can't really tell on the camera, but it's like, you know when something's really hot and it's like shaking in the air? Like there's a lot of heat coming out of that chimney top. So I got this zipped up. 15 minutes, it's 200 degrees. 200 degrees, 15 minutes. Sweat tent, like I haven't even got a full session yet. I haven't even sat down. I haven't even really fully talked about everything that's going on in here, which I'm about to. But it's already 200 degrees. Like this is incredible. So if you're looking, this is just like before I even use it. If you're looking for a way to get hot, a convenient way to get hot that doesn't involve electricity, you can get off the grid. This thing is a game changer for sure. Oh my gosh, that's a good heat. That's a real good heat. Whew. All right, so, whoa. Thought I overdid it on the steam and the water. I'm immediately, can't even talk. It's probably one of the hottest saunas I've ever been in. So like my little DIY you guys may have seen gets to 200 degrees, but it's infrared and it's a space heater, so it's just like direct heat. This is sauna heat. Holy smokes, my phone's gonna overheat. Whew, a couple things you need to know. I gotta get out of here for the rest of this, then I'll enjoy it. Oh, whew. Dude. Okay, so I consider myself to be like an avid sauna user, cold plunger, biohacker. That's gonna take some getting used to. That's hot. I was in there for like, I don't even know how long, 30 seconds, and like it was super hot. Well, I also put 2 full ladles of water on the rocks, so it got well over 200 degrees really fast. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's talk about this thing. So a couple fun facts to know about the Sweat Tent versus a traditional sauna or the sauna blankets or anything else you might see. This is a unique product. I've never seen anything like it. It's a tent that you can take with you. It comes with a carrying case for not only the sauna, but the stove as well, so you can bring everything you need. It has anchor points on the ground and on the side, so you can anchor this thing to the ground. It won't blow away in the wind. It has some pretty heavy duty anchors, so you can bring this thing with you wherever you want to be. Sweat Tent suggests it takes 30 minutes to get up to 180 to 200 degrees, and that's pretty much the point of heat that this will get to with just logs. So I can attest that it can get way hotter than that. I didn't put that many logs. I put 4 average sized logs, and I used some fire starter, the little tumbleweeds that you can get on Amazon or your local store. And it started right up, fired right up, started getting really hot really fast. And I got to 200 degrees in 15 minutes here in Florida. So I was chopping wood, and I just kind of guessed. I didn't measure the stove. I'm that stupid. I don't like measure things before I cut. So I cut the wood to about 12 inches, 12 to 14 inches. Cool thing is the stove's 16 inches, so they were able to fit. So, and they actually recommend cutting your wood to 12 inches. So that's something good to note before you start buying or cutting wood. The recommended flooring is anything. I have it on pavers here. You could put it on turf, you could put it on grass. The heat obviously rises, so it's not gonna do any damage or too much damage to the ground. If you're just setting up at a campsite, that's great. If you're setting it up somewhere permanently, like this is semi-permanent for me. I put it on the pavers. It's a great spot for it right here next to the cold plunge, so I can do some different contrast therapies. Also, when the kids are here jumping in and out of the pool, they like to jump in the tent as well. So the flooring is pretty much a la carte. Pick your poison. A couple questions I've seen people ask is it normal for the stove to turn colors? Yes, that's what happens when metal heats up. It'll turn colors. It's totally normal. It's capable of reaching high temperatures, and it's totally fine per sweat tent. Also, the rock basket will probably warp with the heat, so don't worry about that. That's normal. That's why you have to screw it together so it doesn't warp and explode, and it'll still hold those rocks. Question that I had that they answered was, is there any chemicals? Like when you heat this thing up, are you gonna release chemicals into the air? They've done a lot of different tests, and the answer to that per sweat tent is no. It's made of a pretty crazy high quality nylon. There is a urethane cup sealant on the outside to make it waterproof, but nothing on the inside that's gonna release any chemicals, so that is a very positive thing for me. And Sweat Tent is meant to be left outside permanently. I'm here in Florida, so I'm sure that there's gonna be some discoloration over time, but if you brought this thing to north where it's snowing, which is where a lot of people use these, you can definitely leave it outside. I've seen pictures of these things covered in snow and still firing up with heat inside, so definitely a high quality tent that you can keep outside permanently, or you can bring it with you and break it down anytime you want. What do you think, babe?
Very nice.
It's nice to have room, huh?
Yes.
Bring all the kids in here.
It's very hot.
So this thing's super nice, gets really hot, super easy to build as long as you don't try to build it inside out like I did at first. Actually read the instructions, that will help a lot, helped me a lot after I did it wrong. But very easy to build. I could see how this would be very easy to bring if you wanted to bring it on a beach vacation or to the mountains or just anywhere. Bring it to a friend's house for a 4th of July party or anything, and you want to just let everyone have a chance to get hot and sweat. It got so hot so fast. I'm very impressed. I'm impressed with all the room in here. I'm impressed with the materials. The stove came fully assembled. All I had to do was put the chimney on, and that was it, and a couple of small handles, but that was super easy. You use regular firewood, and get a fire starter. That obviously makes starting it a lot easier. A couple of the options that we have are the bench, the ladle, and the pail for the water to pour on the rocks, but you don't necessarily need all that stuff. But it's really, really nice to have it just fit in here, and everything looks good, everything feels good. Babe, what do you think? First impressions?
I like it.
We like it. So I do want to just say thank you again to Sweat Tent for sending this to me so I can do a review on. This thing is awesome. We're gonna have a ton of great memories in this thing, and I'm sure a lot of my friends are gonna be ordering them for themselves. I do want to also thank everyone for watching this video. I know this is a little bit of a longer video. I wanted to show you all the cool details about this, because when you're making a purchase over $1,000, I think it's important to have all your questions answered, right? So there's a lot of trial and error in my setup here and making sure that this thing is set up right and properly. I will say absolutely this thing is worth checking out. So I will post that link down in the description below. There is a discount link. It's MAUS, M-A-U-S. That'll save you $100 off your purchase. So make sure to use that, save yourself a little bit of money, right? I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and God bless. See you on the next video.